Hi again. If you followed the last video, we've covered how to add zones and rename the zones and start a manual watering cycle. In this video, we're going to take the next step, which is to add programs and start times to schedule your controller to water automatically from now on. What you want to do now is click on the Settings tab, and the first tab you will see is programs. Now here, unlike the other controllers where they might give you 3 or 4 or a few programs, which is limited what you can do with them, but with BlueSpray you have the freedom to create as many programs as you like or as you need. So that's why you get a blank sheet of paper, kind of blank sheet here to work with. To add a program, you click on New. Well, in this exercise, we're going to add a couple of programs. Let's do a cycle and soak. The idea of cycle and soak is that you don't want to water your lawn for a long period of time. We don't want to break it down, because if you water it for too long, the water is just gonna the water hasn't been absorbed fast enough, so it stays on top and it runs off. What you want to do is call a cycle and soak. First time you water it for X minute of times, and then let it seep down or sink down. And then you come back and put a top on. That way it will stay. The water will absorb deeper, and it retains more water for your lawn. So in this exercise, we're gonna like I said, we're gonna create two programs, one called cycle and one called soak. Um, when you click on new, you get a new program, as it says here. Go ahead and we're going to change it to rename it cycle. You get a list of all the zones and 0 minutes attached to them. Let's give them 10 minutes each. There you go. And click on save. There, you just created a cycle program. Let's add another one called soak. Click on new again, and as you can see, you get a new program now. On this lower right corner here, you can see that this is the second program of 2 programs. Let's go ahead and call it soak, and give it 5 minutes each. Click on save, and there you go. You have 2. Well, what happens here is it jumps when you click on save, and once that is saved, it jumps back to the first program. And you see the other program, click on this here, and then recycle from top to bottom and recycle again. And that's how you add programs. The next tab you want to go do is seasons. This is where BlueSpray is separated from the rest of the controllers. You notice in other controllers, once you set your run time or start times, it will just water the same amount of time every time it runs it. Doesn't matter what day, doesn't matter what season it is. You schedule for every day, then it's gonna run like that for 365 days a year, which is a waste of water, because you don't need to water as much in the fall, in the spring, where the temperature or the weather is cooler. And for me, I don't water at all in the winter, and I want to turn it off. Why do we water the same amount of time every time, and why do we have to go out in the garage and turn it off, or when we need to turn it off? Well, with the season feature, you can add as many seasons as you want. Season is a period of time where the temperature, or you feel like you want to water seasonally. But anyway, let's go ahead and make, in this exercise, we're going to create 4 seasons. As you can see, there by default there is a season that there's one default season that covers from the first of the year to the last of the year. I'm going to make this a spring season. Spring around here normally starts around March or so. So let's say March 15, and it gets hot pretty quick. So I'm going to let summer ends at the end of April. And in the spring, I don't want as much. I'm going to call it set it 50%. What this percentage means is that if you let's say that cycle program that we have is made to water 10 minutes at a time, 50% means it's going to water half of that, which is 5 minutes. And if you set it to 55%, it's going to round up, which is going to be 55% is going to round up to 6 minutes. That's just what it means. Now I just modify this season to be spring. I'm going to add a new season called, as you notice, it's going you get a new season with all the dates we set. We call it summer, and it ended in the end of April. So we're gonna start in May. Make sure you don't want to overlap these season days, or you get unpredictable results. So keep track of your start and end date for the season. And typical weather in Texas, summer is pretty long. So I'm gonna in this case I'm gonna add it in August. In some summer it might get hot, like it is now. I might want to raise this, but in this exercise we're going to leave it 100%. Now, if you notice, I haven't clicked save yet. One feature with BlueSpray is that you can do all your changes if you want. You only have to click save when you're ready to. You don't have to click save every time you make a change. Make all the changes you need to do, then you click only once, so you don't have to keep clicking over and over again. Now, for example, I haven't clicked on save yet. I just keep on making new season. So this next season is gonna be called fall. It ended back in the end of August, so this will be beginning of September. And I'm gonna let it run to say the end of November. End of November and fall. And again, it's getting cool. I don't need to water that much. Do it 40%. And the winter. We ended in the end of November, so starting December to, I believe, mid-March. So this will end at March 14th. And I don't typically I don't water at all in this period of time, but for in this exercise, I'm going to give it 20%. Now, to review all of your changes, you can click on this next and previous buttons to review what you have there. And if you are satisfied, click on save. And once you save, this save button is going to be faded out. That means you're committed. You're saved. Your changes are committed. So that's it. We got 2 programs, 4 seasons for now. Let's go ahead and do the schedule. Schedule is where you set your start time. And again, you have limited start times with BlueSpray controller. This provides you incredible flexibility, and I'll show you in a minute why. So another blank sheet, we add a new schedule or runtime. Each schedule is like a water run, so I'm going to call this, since it's a cycle and want to start at, let's say, 7 a.m. cycle. cycle 1, start at 7 a.m. Run program. Here you get a list of program like we said we want to run the cycle program. If you're not sure what cycle program there is, click on this help screen, that magnifying glass here. It shows you how much each size is scheduled to water. Apply to season, and list of the season you want to apply this schedule to. This is the flexibility I'm talking about. You can apply, let's say you have a program that you just want to run in the summer only because it's so hot, just for that summer, or you just want you want to run it in the fall, or any season you want. You can create it. You can just assign that here. But in this exercise, we're gonna leave it all season. Let's let it run all year long. Active. We do want to run this, so leave it at yes. No means means if it's not active, it won't be run. So for example, let's say one year you have it rains a lot, so you can water all you want three times a week. But in the following year, like here in Texas, we have water restriction, so we can only water one day a week. Now with the conventional controller, once you reprogram, it's all gone. With BlueSpray, you can create as many programs and start time as you want, and when you don't want to run it, don't delete it, just deactivate it. That's the advantage of BlueSpray. Run interval, you get the flexibility of run even days, odd days, every day. You can do every day. In every day you can do skip, or you can do every day or skip every X days here. 0 means every day, or you can do weekdays, or the days of the week. This exercise we're just gonna water, let's say 3 times a week: Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And that's my 7 a.m. cycle. So I run, let's say in this schedule, I have 8 zones running 10 minutes or 80 minutes, and that takes about a minute 20 minutes, an hour 20 minutes, that is. So let's do the soak 10 minutes after I round it up to an hour and a half later, which is 8:30. So let's create a new soak program. And we started at 8:30, which is 10 minutes after the other cycle, the cycle program or cycle run stops. And we're gonna run this soak all season again, active. Well, we had weekdays, I believe. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday again. So there you go. We have a cycle and soak. There, from now on, it will start running on time every day. Well, every day. Since today is Friday, as you can see, look at the today's run on the status panel right here. It shows you that the 7 o'clock run, which already happened. So you get a cross out text here. These two I ran in the morning, so it won't run again. But on Monday, that should show up 7 o'clock in the morning. It should run the cycle program, followed by the 8:30 soak program, and that's it. You're ready to go. So until next time, we will cover how the rest of or one or more of these other features of BlueSpray. Well, thanks for watching.